Yo, what's good YouTube? Jayden here, dating coach, and in today's video we're gonna talk about women chasing men in cold approach. I'm gonna talk about the reality versus the myths, and I wanna educate you in this video today from going out and meeting women and spending most of my adult life going to bars, nightclubs, daytime activities, social activities, you name it, meeting girls, you know, in the streets, in the bars, in the clubs, you name it, your boy's been there. And so I want to talk about the reality of women actually coming after you, texting you, double texting you, triple texting you, of women chasing you, running after you. And I want to talk about how that mostly is a myth when it comes to cold approach. Now, have I been in situations where women have chased me? Of course. If you go out for 10 years and you approach women and you have beautiful girlfriends and you travel and you visit different countries, women are gonna chase you. But if I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, it's only happened a very small amount of the time. Okay, I've had crazy situations. I've had situations where I meet a girl in daytime, I grab her phone number, she texts me first, she double texts, she triple texts. I've been on first dates where I'm just talking, enjoying myself, relaxing, and the girl is sitting next to me. She just leans over and kisses me. That's happened multiple times. I've even been on dates where I remember this one girl. We sat, across each other on a table, which I wouldn't recommend, but it was very crowded, the bar that I was in. And she asked me, hey, I just have a question. And I go, yeah, sure, go ahead. And she says, do you want to fuck me? And I go, yeah, obviously, yeah. And she goes, okay, good to know. Let's go. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, let's go to your crib. I'm like, all right, okay, let's go. Paid the bill, I left. Now, this is very key and this is very interesting because I've been in situations where I remember meeting a girl in a club, random chick, approaching her, talking to her, and then her looking for me, like asking my friends, my wings, who I was in the club with, like, oh, where's Jayden? Like, and I was in the bathroom, like looking for me. Random women I don't know. But it would be a total lie for me online to say that that happens every week, all the time, that is something that is, like something you should expect. No, that happens only a handful of times. It doesn't happen a lot. It's not going to happen a lot in your life, okay? And so what is the reality of cold approach? Okay, so you got to look at women. You got to look at women's biology. Women are not really designed. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Women are not really designed to chase guys. Since caveman times, throughout all of human history, evolutionarily, women are the receivers. Men pursue and women receive, okay? It's only in our modern day that men now, men don't really want to fulfill their biological purpose anymore, so to speak. Men, we DNA-wise, biologically, we're designed to spread our seeds far and wide. What does that mean? Effort, putting in effort. Look at the animal kingdom. What do animals do? They fight each other, they flex, they lions, they battle to death for some chicks. Bulls, they battle to death for some chicks, for the female version of a bull, for the female version of a lion. And so what does that tell you? And if you look at our own history, we look at, how we were evolved, okay? Yes, today, modern men like myself and you, yeah, we are more, I would say, more intellectual than a caveman. You look at medieval times, men would write poems and stay under the windows and they would ask for women's hand in marriage multiple times over. It's always been that way, right? But okay, cool, I get it. Today we are maybe a little bit intellectually above all that, mentally, but it never changes the biology. You know what I'm saying? So the main point is this: men have always been the pursuers, men have always been the ones putting in effort. It's just today that we reject it mentally, but it doesn't change the biological fact. And a lot of meeting women, a lot of doing approaches, cold approach, going to bars, going to clubs, it's really all about the biological aspect, right? The words are only what, 33%, the rest of it is all verbal, physical, caveman, evolution, biology, right? So what's the point Mr. Jayden is trying to make? The point is, women do actually chase you in very specific situations. If she's drunk at the club, she's tipsy, if she's lonely, if she's desperate, because women are human, just like you. But it's not a natural thing for a woman to do. Now, there is the high value argument, which I want to touch on in this video today. A lot of guys say, if you're a true G, like for example, I was in Romania, I saw Andrew Tate. I've been to Romania 4 times. And when I say I saw him, I mean I didn't meet him, I just saw him. We were in the same venue. Saw him from across the venue. So I never met him, never took a picture, never shook his hand. Don't know him personally. Just want to clarify that. I just saw him, okay? Same venue. Guess what? Women were actually running after the dude. They were actually trying to get in on his table, trying to get in on the action, trying to take pictures with him, trying to stay next to him, okay? I once met a guy in a nightclub. He was working on a yacht, okay? A very famous yacht. And he told me a story about Leonardo DiCaprio. How he came on the yacht and he did a bunch of stuff, which I can't really name on YouTube here. And he had so many women chasing him. And I really didn't believe the story because it was a random guy in a nightclub. But he had proof. He had pictures of the security camera because he was like working in the yacht. And so he'd take pictures of Leonardo DiCaprio with a lot of women. And because Leonardo DiCaprio is on the yacht, he's not wearing a cap or, sunglasses or something like that. So you can really see that it's him. You know what I'm saying? And I looked, it was a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. There was a lot of proof, my G. A lot of proof. So I believed him because I saw it with my own eyes. Now, what's the point Mr. Jayden is trying to make? Here's the point, my friends. You are not Leonardo DiCaprio. And you are not Andrew Tate. You are not a real, high status G. We just like to think that we are, right? But me and you, we are normal guys. Very, very normal guys. We walk around the streets. We go to shopping malls. We go to clubs. We go to bars. We go to cafes. And we approach women and we invite them to come and spend time with us. We invite them to, an adventure, a date, a drink, food, whatever, right? And when women look at us, they don't go, oh, that's the G, that's Leonardo DiCaprio, I must have him. Or that's Andrew Tate, I must take a picture with him and I must be around him and I want his baby. No, that's not how women go. No, they just like, okay, here's another guy approaching me. And all they care about is how funny you are, how charming you are, and what kind of personality you have in the moment, okay? And so 95% of the time, because of that dynamic, because of the dynamic of cold approach, they're not going to chase you. Now, again, situationally, if you're in a club and a girl's tipsy, because I've seen a lot of dating coaches, they make these videos of girls chasing them, and it's always in a club. The girl is slightly tipsy, and she's like chasing the dude because he pulled her and he made some kind of technique. Yes, that's a reality. Yeah, it's true. It's happened to me, it's happened to my friends, it happened to my clients, but that's not something normal. It's not like you're going on a date like 8 p.m. on a Monday with a chick and on a first date and she's like chasing you. You know what I mean? It could happen statistically, yes, but this is an illusion made by men online that want to feel significance through women. That is literally it. A lot of men, they derive their self-worth from, oh, she chased me, oh, she double texted me, oh, she triple texted me. Now, let me say one thing. In every relationship I've had, a long-term, when a woman is emotionally invested in me, girlfriend, long-term, they all chase me. If I broke up with them, they would show up at my door and say, hey, you can't break up with me. lot of situations, if I don't answer, they double text, they triple text, because it's my girlfriend, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's different. She's emotionally invested. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hours put into me, all right? But that is very, very different than you meeting a random chick. Think about it, my friend. It's a random chick from day game, a random chick from night game, a random chick from somewhere in the world. You don't know the chick. She doesn't know you. It's cold approach. And you expecting like, oh, I'm gonna be chased and all this kind of stuff. Nah, my G, you're dreaming. You're dreaming, my G, okay? You're not in reality, okay? Because again, you're not Leonardo DiCaprio and you're not Andrew Tate, you're not anybody famous, okay? Or with a lot of status, okay? Now, some of you maybe are, because I've had some very rich clients, so I'm not gonna say all of you are not, but like some of you are real G's watching my videos. I've seen that firsthand with my own eyes, but most of you guys are just regular dudes like I am. And when you can accept that, when you can, you know, because what made me able to achieve results beyond my wildest imagination with women was always being realistic. I was always realistic, you know, I was always looking at reality, not like being in my mind imagining that I'm something I'm not. I was like, yo, I'm just a normal guy. Let me get skilled. Let me get charming. Let me get confident. Let me work on my social skills so that I can meet women. That was literally it. I wasn't like walking around like, yeah, I'm a G. You know, women should come to me. Because what happens is a lot of guys, they have that mindset. And then you look at their results and nothing happens. Nothing, because you don't live in reality, my dog. Nothing happens. Like if you want to really meet women, you got to get with the program. You really got to get with the program. And normal women won't chase you. And here's the whole crux and the essence of this video. And I want you to pay attention. Perk up your ears and listen. Cold approach is a grind. It will always be a grind. It will always be a numbers game. And most of the time, the numbers are going to be against you. And so what it comes down to is your ability to handle rejection, your ability to bounce back, how resilient you are, how smart you are, how clever you are, your ability to turn situations around. I've been in many situations with women where it looked like it didn't go anywhere, and then I had an idea. I just got an idea in the moment of how to turn it around. I implemented the idea, and then I ended up getting laid or ended up getting into a relationship with that girl or ended up getting intimate with that girl, right? Because it's not just my personality, it's not just my knowledge of women, it's also how smart you are, how good you are able at finding solutions to the problems in front of you. And that's the essence of being a man. You're like, a real man is a problem solver. If you meet a chick, it's really all about solving the problems that are in front of you, like her objections and, you know, her concerns and all that kind of stuff. If you can do that, you're gonna get laid quite a bit, my G. And that's literally how it works, you know what I'm saying? And so, stop living in an illusion, enter into reality. Reality is beautiful. Okay, what's the reality right now? I'm here next to some fucking pigeons. That's reality. I'm here, okay? If I want to meet a girl, I can walk around, I can approach a girl, but you better believe I'm not thinking that all the girls are gonna stop and all the girls are gonna love me and all the girls are gonna chase me, because that'd just be insane. Like, that's not real, my dog. That's not real. Now, if you're a guy who wants to take your game to that very next level, if you're a guy who wants to get laid, if you're a guy who truly wants to conquer and master your dating life, if you're a guy who wants to become confident and charming and a good speaker like I am, then check out my Instagram. Link is here. Send me a DM, okay? Ask me about my coaching and I will jump on a call with you and we will sort out all the details, okay? And as always, you can find all my coaching at www.awakeninstinct.com. Link is in the top of the description. And there is an offer I want to tell you really quickly about that doesn't exist on my website. The offer is simply this. I fly into your country and I coach you in your country. That's a new offer that I've been doing this year. Haven't really talked about it a lot, but it's something that is very interesting for me and very fun for me right now. And so if you're somebody who lives in Europe, Germany, whatever, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, or maybe you're here in Spain like I am, or maybe you're in Hungary, or maybe you're in Bosnia, or you know, Croatia, or whatever, and you don't want to fly in here to get coaching, and you don't want to work with me online, but you want me to come to your country and teach you how to do pickup in your country, hit me up on Instagram and let's get it sorted, you know? And that's it. That's all I had to say. If you like this video, like the goddamn video, comment down below, subscribe, and I see y'all, my brothers, in that next video. Peace.